My man's got an indoor golf course. What's going on, YouTube world? This is your boy 2J's. I'm here with a good friend, JR, here in Panama. Another great collector, and tonight we're actually going to be filming a little bit of a shoe room, talking about some of your favorite pairs. So, show me around, man.
Well, as you can see, man, everything is pretty much there. Just that, you can roll out of bed and pick whatever you want that day.
So I noticed looking around, right? Like the first thing that sticks out to me is this section right here. So are these your favorite sneakers?
This is what took me back, man. This is like my favorite shoe. The one, I really made me feel something when I first got it.
The Bread 4 for me this is one of my favorite pairs too. When I was growing up, I had a friend, his name was Raymond, and this was the first time I ever saw like a Jordan in person. I was like, holy cow, these are crazy.
Same here.
And this kid made everything look easy. He was good at baseball, he was good at basketball, and I was like, man, I want to be like him. Forget Jordan, I want to be like him. And I finally got a pair. Same thing.
It's
with
an incredible shoe.
Yeah, no, it's a great shoe.
The first one I ever seen from the fours was this.
The white cement.
A friend of mine came in my house to play one afternoon. We were kids. I just remember just looking at the shoe and being like, this other level.
Yeah, that was like
this is
way ahead of his time.
This is something else.
Yeah.
And just started from there, man. And then 6 is one of my favorite silhouettes.
Yeah. This is like not to cut you off, but the suede.
It's amazing.
This is one of those shoes you just start touching and you can't stop.
Yo, you can wear that shit if you're going to a wedding. You can do pretty much whatever you want with that shoe.
That'd be a cool wedding to go to, right? And Jordan 6s. Yeah, this is dope.
So you have to have the 2 rows. It's worth it. It's and this is like the first really crazy shoe I got. I overpaid a little bit when I got it. And it's worth it. Just the story behind that shoe.
You know that, but that's
caught me.
So many of us get caught up in that. Oh man, I gotta have this, and just the emotion, right? And sometimes you look like a genius, and sometimes you're like, oh man, I paid way too much.
I think I paid, I don't know, like 500, 700 when I got it, and it hasn't gone down up, but it's kept its value.
When we first opened, Johnny, didn't we sell pairs of this at like $2,000 when this first opened? So if you paid $700, you got off light.
And then
oof, like my friend Victor would say.
Oof.
This is
when I started. This is what we were looking for.
Yeah, De La's were crazy. So this shoe is C's, my business partner. This is his favorite shoe.
Nice.
And C's found a pair completely pink. The box was still pink. The boxes after time they turn brown.
Yes.
This is really dope, man.
Yeah, man. Uncle,
C's, this one's for
respect.
you, bro.
Yeah. And just it's a fun wall. Just the Kobe's. I love those shoes.
Yeah, that was a good shoe.
These pretty much where I just put whatever the hell I love and without any order.
This is one that's avoided me.
Yeah, the burgers.
The whole presentation of this was just...
They killed it.
Yeah.
That's your favorite, Johnny?
Yeah.
But they didn't make my size, so...
Yeah, that's a shame.
The suede, very buttery.
I think I have the box somewhere, just with the burger wrapper and the packages. They killed it. And that's when, Saucony has done stuff for the sneaker world, even though, people sleep on them. Their creative aspect of them, it works.
So, I see another shoe that has always driven me crazy here. The hype's not there anymore, but the LeBron 10 Champ Pack, this red. Joni, do you remember all the stuff that we went through to try to get these?
Yeah.
So this was like raffle,
fly people out.
And it was only certain cities, and I had made a post, hey, we're willing to fly if you want, but don't have the money to go. I'll fly you. I'll pay for your ticket. I'll pay for your hotel. I'll pay for the shoe. I'll pay for food. I'll put a couple dollars in your pocket. I just need, and couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, for me, man, that was Flight Club. I buzzed one day walking around New York. Went to the store. The kid accepted a decent offer, and that was it.
This is a beautiful shoe. This and the red suede
Yeah.
EQT, the one that used to be at his store in Miami. I
Amazing.
went in there and I offered. What did we offer?
Like
Like
that's red and black.
yeah, the red. So we offered I think like 10 grand for the display, and they were like, you could offer $1 million and we won't sell it. You know, but this is a dope shoe.
The one the one that is in the unknown.
Yeah,
Yes.
an unknown.
No.
We
That's
try to
all
buy that.
suede red and black.
We try to buy that one.
Have
They
no
won't-
gold.
Yeah. There's a
I don't
lot
know.
of
I don't know if you know something about these shoes, but these shoes from the Miami store. What's the name of that store?
shoe gallery.
Shoe Gallery.
That one came for the.
I remember. It's a while back, man. Definitely
That's for the that shit came out for the
5 or 7 years ago. And
This was
the
before me.
Flamingos.
A Shoe
Flamingos
Gallery
on War.
downtown
Yep.
where
This is
my
dope.
boy Leo used to work for Shoe Gallery.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just love that shoe, man.
This is dope. This is really dope.
So yeah, man. I mean, the collection is just whatever the hell I liked. You know, not following not too much guidelines.
I think this is probably one of the sexiest things you have here.
Nice.
All day,
And I'm going to tell you why.
all day.
And it's not because of what shoe it is. It's more because of what's happening to the shoe.
Exactly.
Right? So it's
Jesus.
super yellow right here, which shows its age. But right here it's icy white, which means that it was taken care of. This happens one of two ways. Either oxidation from being in a room where it's warm, but it's not here because I can feel the AC going on. So this room's climate controlled. Or 2, from sitting in the paper.
Okay.
So the shoes, the front must have been wrapped for a really long time, or this shoe was sitting like this, and this shoe was sitting like that. So the paper was touching here, and the paper was touching here. Like you can see a little bit right there.
Those might be like 2012, I guess.
Maybe.
Yes, I got the same pair 2012. Bought in the UN.
I got those.
Yep, these are 2012.
They'll definitely be
I bought
seen
it
on
from
some
you.
street. You bought a UN?
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought it from
He's
the
bought a
UN.
lot of shoes from you, and this is really dope. Oh, bro.
Yeah. That stuff too, man.
Oof.
That's some type of shit PJ Tucker would warn in the court.
So this, when we first opened the store, I couldn't sell pairs for like 200. People were like, "Oh, that shoe's ugly." And now you can't find them.
Yeah, I know. Hard to find.
500 all day,
Yeah.
and they sell within seconds. This is dope.
We might have to send a container up to Vegas, man.
Yeah. So I see a lot of cool stuff, but what's your favorite shoe in your collection? And
I
know
got a
that's
couple favorites, man.
Okay.
I gotta go to the what the Donks.
Okay.
Love that shoe. Like I said, the 4s, the 6s. And back there, man, if you can
Yeah, no,
point.
you got a lot of crazy stuff on that side too.
I mean, the Red Octobers, once all that hype about when they were gonna come out, I mean, that shoe just did something to me, man.
So, I'll tell you a little secret. Before Red Octobers, no one had done a raffle on Yeezys, and Joni and I went out the night before. They randomly dropped, right? And we drank a little that night. We were at the bar for a really long time, and I came home and I'm just not very functional. And I woke up to like 50 missed calls, like
Well, I got the
100 plus text
notification and I was
messages.
trying to wake him
She was
up.
trying to wake me up, and I was just like, I was
I couldn't secure
sleeping
the
thinking
Should have
about
got his
Yeezys.
finger in the
I was-
cell.
and I missed out. And I was like, oh man, we missed out. And there was a sneaker event that was going to happen in town, and I had came up with the idea of getting a pair and raffling them. So, and I didn't even have the money to buy what they went for. I had a guy who first agreed on 1,000, then he went up to 2,000, then he went up to 3,000, and then we went up to 4,000 because I had made this commitment to try to get the shoe. So we didn't get one, we got 4, right? And then I did this raffle, and it was $20 a ticket raffle, and we raffled one of the 4. And that raffle brought in a lot of money, and I think it generated like 4 times what thing, because
Crazy.
that was at an event and there was no reserve, no limit, but it changed the way sneakers were done. And then I went around and I did 3 more raffles. It didn't have the same effect, but that first one did really well and kind of helped me grow my name. And we were doing it not to make money, we went to this sneaker event to celebrate that I didn't have a job for 1 year, that I had been just selling shoes for a year. So
that's a good celebration, man.
that shoe, to me, I have a lot of sentimental value.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have gone through 2 of them. The first one I sold because I bought it when I didn't have the money to buy it, and I was afraid to wear it. And then I bought another one at market, and the same thing. I'm afraid to wear it, so it just sits there, collect dust. I have the solar. I don't have the plat. I can't do light color shoes because they just get too dirty, and I wear everything.
And those Yeezy 2s also. I mean the ones,
It's my favorite.
the blanks.
Blinks.
Johnny wore a hair pair to the World Series when we went.
You know, I got them at such a good price that in my collection that means a shitload of. That has a
They're
big
very hard
importance.
to find with the Y's still on them too.
Yeah, man, and I went to one of these, you know, early New York sneaker conventions, and a kid just had to let them go. And I think I paid like $600 for them. And,
You gotta
Oh
steal.
gosh.
We've had a couple of these signed by him.
Makes sense.
We've had a couple of these signed by him, and we put them in the heat locker. So, if you had to take a guess, how many shoes do you think you have in your collection?
I really couldn't tell you, man. I have to do an inventory, cause it's like this is like tier 1. Then you have a little room back there. Then you have another room. I mean, and stuff just keeps
just
moving
coming.
from your feet to the shelf. Maybe you sell something. Stuff keeps coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man. But I don't know. He's gotta be, I don't know, 300-400 plus, more or less.
And this is just one. So you heard the guy. He's got 3 sneaker rooms. 3. I barely have 3 bedrooms. You know, but
Yeah, and I mean, you know, stuff. It's being beat up a little bit, but still there, man. And I don't want to let it go.
how long ago did you start collecting?
High school. So I'm 36. 18 years.
That's awesome. But and you grew up in you're from Panama, but you lived in Philly for a while too.
I did, yeah, man. I went to high school in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Georgetown Prep, and then I went to Philly,
Okay.
St. Joe's.
How long
Hawks.
you been back?
I'm old, man. 15 years. I graduated 2004.
You know, I'll
So
tell you
14
though,
years.
between the rest of the guys that are in the room, right, and Dylan and Victor, like, it's really awesome to see and overwhelming for me to see, because I had no idea that there was collectors like you guys that are so passionate about it and so consumed chasing. It gives me hope and excitement when I look at, you know, Panama as a whole, and people say, hey Jake, come down here. I want to come. I want to be a part. This is really dope to see, man. And you guys are sleeping on a lot of great collectors out here. So, JR, you showed me all these shoes, and then you just leave these out like it's nothing. Like you don't even talk about these?
Yeah, man. I guess we missed out on these. I don't know, man. They kind of play the part with, you know, a little bit of the art vibe, and they're worth that place, man. I love that shoe. I love those laces, man. They're just they complement the room. You
The
know?
Soulfly is a really dope shoe, and this piece of art, which is amazing, by the way, complements it really well. I'm a sucker for art, so I love this. Who did this?
This is actually a Panamanian artist, man. His name is Juan Carlos. We call him Huevo. Friend, hermano, brother. From so many years ago, and actually he's right there. Yeah.
Respect, bro.
So that one back there, that's also from the same artist, and
No,
you know, pay respects, man.
They bring the room to life. I don't want to like go through your house and show.
No, man,
everything,
this is your
but
house,
this
man.
Thank you. But the art in here, there's a lot of you could feel it's a positive vibe. It's hard to explain on camera, but bro, very well done. Great work.
Thank you, man. You know, like actually when we spoke about this piece before he made it, and you know, we get together, man. We listen to some nice reggae and start spitting out ideas, and we discuss color, and it was such a hard thing from a conversation to reality that I pay my respects to that guy just from, you know, coming up with this beauty, man.
And then you have Michigan 3s on top of that. This is a shoe I want for myself, And
It's yours, man.
No, they don't make my size. They don't make my size. I actually reached out to somebody that has access to the team, and you're not gonna find any smaller than a 10 and a half.
Wow.
10 and a half smallest size. I have one size 15 at the store.
Okay.
And all the pairs, the number of the player is marked off. So they're marked. And then on the 12s, the Michigan 12, it's actually on the back of the shoe also. On the tag.
Beautiful shoe, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
came across
The
and
pictures do it zero justice.
yes, and just had to go for it, man. It just looks incredible. Can't wait to wear it. It's just a gorgeous shoe on a gorgeous silhouette. Amazing.
Dope shoe. Thank you, man. Thank you for showing me this collection. It's crazy.
Absolutely, man. Panama may be your home whenever you come back, man, and I'll have a guest room ready.
Fair enough. I might take you up on that offer one day when I take a day off. My man. Thank you. Do me a favor. What's your Instagram?
All right, it's BabaChef507. That's BABA Chef SHEF 507. I'll show it right now. I was thinking just before you came in that it's crazy how you come down here for these reasons, kind of sad reasons.
Yeah.
And then you end up celebrating the culture and really, talking about that special person.
Well, I'll tell you.
I mean, when would you have made it to Panama if it wasn't for...
I was talking to Victor about it. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Victor, like, Victor, I didn't know him that long, but I knew him long enough to know that he was a great person, and his energy was just crazy. And knowing Victor, this is the way Victor would have wanted it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I don't think,
100%.
like, I came down here and I was like, Joni, we just got to come down, pay our respects. Like, not sneakers. I don't want to go to sneaker stores. And then, talking to John and Dylan and you guys, like, this had to be done. This is how he would have wanted it. This is how he would have wanted us to, pay our respects.
Yeah.
So, Victor, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Yep.